I was asked to write a story on a woman's daughter who was murdered by her boyfriend. The murderer has been up for parole each year since 2019, and the family's goal is to keep him in. And the victim's mother name is Claudia Sinkle, and she wanted me to share a link with you guys just so you can, sign and share and possibly keep him in. So let's help her out, you guys. And here's Nicole's story. On the last day of her life, Nicole spent the day with her parents in Carlsbad, California. While there, she ate with them and even had them sign the cast wrapped around her broken left foot. The injury was sustained while riding a bike. However, the energy shifted when Nate Marham, Nicole's boyfriend of a year and a half, arrived. He was described on Nicole's website as gruff and withdrawn as he picked up his girlfriend. Nicole's mother Claudia asked Nate to leave, and at her daughter's persistence took Nicole home around 11:30 p.m. She discussed with her daughter that it was time to leave Nate, who was not only a drug user, he used meth, but he was also verbally and physically abusive to Nicole. Nicole agreed. She packed his things in a trash bag and left them on the porch. At 2 a.m., police were called to Nicole's home after a neighbor reported seeing him at her apartment. When the police arrived, they spoke to the couple and then left. Police decided not to separate the couple after Nicole told them the situation was not physical. Claudia then talked to Nate and she described him as sounding psychotic. She goes on to say, "He asked me if I was God. He started talking weirdly, and I started praying on the phone because it frightened me and we got disconnected." At 5 p.m., police were called back to Nicole's home, but this time she was deceased. Autopsy reports would show that she was bludgeoned with a hammer. Police automatically had a suspect in mind. They knew it was Nate. He was quickly found and arrested a half mile from Nicole's apartment. He was eventually convicted and sentenced to 16 years to life, but since these 16 years have passed, he's been seeking parole. Their relationship, as mentioned above, was plagued with trouble. The summer before her murder, Nicole filed a protective order against Nate that was lifted only 4 months before her death. Despite warnings from family members, Nicole wanted to help Nate and she believed that he would change. And her story is not uncommon from a lot of abuse victims, and the most dangerous time for the victims is right before they leave. On top of that, Nate did spend some time in a drug and alcohol program, which probably gave Nicole hope that he wanted better. However, on two different occasions, he vandalized Nicole's home and even dragged her out of the restaurant that she was employed. So as you can see, he had a lot of just evidence of just being an awful person. According to Nicole's website, NicoleSinkle.org, she was born September 20th, 1980, and grew up in Cathedral City, that is in California. She eventually moved to San Diego in 2000, where she took classes at San Diego Mesa College, and she was majoring in nutrition. The family has also started the Nicole Sinkle Foundation, which is a voice against two social ills that appear to have factored in their daughter's death: domestic violence and the suspected killer's methamphetamine use. The Sinkle family has started this foundation in their daughter's names in hopes to change the law enforcement system they believe failed them. Overall, the family is hoping to get stricter laws against domestic violence offenders. So, as I stated before, if you don't mind, please sign the petition going around to keep him in forever, if possible. But the family will really appreciate that. And may Nicole rest in peace. If you are suffering domestic violence, please seek help and try to get out. Y'all stay safe.